Artist Showcase with Tanya Michelle. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, la, 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 yeah, la, la, la. Yeah. Come on.
Hey, welcome to the Artist Showcase. I am your host, Tanya Michelle. How's everybody doing out there? It is the weekend. You guys worked all day. It's time to relax, chillax, whatever you want to say it, and get you a glass of wine or a mojito and come on in to the Artist Showcase. Again, I'm your host, Tanya Michelle. I have a wonderful guest this evening. I'm going to introduce in just a second. Um, but as always, I got to do what I got to do. You are watching the Artist Showcase live on Wjzz Cool Tv. We are streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other social media platforms. Be sure that you click the like, follow, share, and comment, and subscribe. Again, thank you for watching WJZZ, the coolest station in the world. My guest this evening, I'm so excited to have him come on to the Artist Showcase. He goes by the name of Billy J. He is a singer, songwriter, and producer. Born right here in Detroit, Michigan. Has done a great deal of music, has a musical gift. We're going to talk a little bit about his journey, what he's been doing, who he's worked with. He's worked with a few independent artists here in Detroit. That actually I've had on the show or on the Entertainment Lounge. And so we're going to get right into it. Thank you for coming to the Artist Showcase, Billy J.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So I just kind of, I don't know, just a tad bit, a little bit about you, but who is Billy J?
Billy J it's funny because people don't like when I talk in third person. But to be honest, I feel like every artist has that alter ego.
Yeah.
And so, Billy J really don't kick in until I really hit the stage and grab the mic and start performing.
Mm-hmm.
But Billy J is someone who is very confident. He is very secure within his own skin, and, he loves to perform and sing.
Okay.
Yeah. But me personally, like, as soon as the set is over, the concert is over, I go back into my quiet, my little shy, standoffish corner, but that's not Billy J at all.
You're shy and standoffish?
I am very shy, especially like when I walk into a room. Crowd of people that I don't know, I kind of just very standoffish. I'm kind of to myself until I kind of fill out the room, and then
okay.
That's something that I've always been that way.
You're a Libra?
I'm a Scorpio.
What? I know I'm shocked.
I am a Scorpio.
What? I'm a Libra. So I can see, myself, I'm a little shy sometimes too, but I can get talkative too once I, get to know. But
once I get to know what's going on, then
then you're fine. Oh, shout to my Scorpios.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. We're gonna talk a little bit about your EP, so let's get into that. Your EP, Black Tie Affair. We're gonna take a listen to all of the songs on that EP. How was it like creating that collection for you?
Well, actually, it started during the beginning of the pandemic.
Okay.
Of course, I was like, well, what am I going to do now?
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of just started, listening to different tracks and different beats that people were sending me, and I kind of just started writing around it. So that's kind of where everything kind of started. And I didn't know if I wanted to release just a single or release a whole album. And it ended up being a whole album that I ended up working on throughout the pandemic.
Okay. And I think a lot of artists, that was that time where, a lot of people had time to a lot of the artists had enough time to write their own music, perform on social media.
It was a great, reflection time.
Yeah, exactly. Now, what made you decide to pursue a career in entertainment?
Well, music has been, something that I've been involved in ever since I was 7, 8 years old.
Okay.
We all had a family choir, and my entire family was in this one particular choir that my aunt was a director of.
Okay.
At Carter Metropolitan.
Okay.
And my aunt is Helen Moore. And it kind of just grew from there. So once I got of age, I got in the choir. And when she started giving me the solos, it was like, oh, well, this is kind of like what I want to do. I like doing this.
Okay.
So then it just grew from there.
Okay. Now, did you have training?
No.
At all? No. Oh, wow.
Did not.
Wow. So you pretty much just listening to your mom sing around the house. I kind of saw that on your bio. Yeah. You with the church, and everything just came into place. Right?
Whenever the family would come around, it would just be singing, listening to harmonies.
Yeah.
My mom always listened to the Wjzz, the Temptations.
Mm-hmm.
So it was always me listening to the harmonies and just getting into the groove of that. And that's kind of where I grew from, and that's kind of where I got my basis from my own songs and my harmonies.
Yeah. Okay. So you came from a musical family, pretty much. How would you describe your music?
I try to make sure that it's very up to date, as far as the lyric content.
Okay.
But as far as the message, there's always a message behind it. A lot of songs, or a lot of female artists sometimes will always bash the men, how they are the cheaters and what have you. And I always wanted to flip the narrative, because guys aren't always the cheaters all the time.
Okay.
But you never really hear, about the ladies that's cheating or whatever. So I kind of wanted to put my basis on that part of my material.
Oh, okay. Wow. So we are going to listen to one of your songs. The first song. I like this one. This one's called "Love Tonight," featuring Jay Fears. I love her to death. I've had her on. She is triple threat.
She is.
Singer. She's a songwriter, actress. I've had her on. I've interviewed her 2 or 3 times, and I was really surprised when I heard. I'm like, featuring Jay Fears. This is the DJ Fears. I'm like, oh my god.
It is DJ Fears.
I love it. The engineer is going to kill me for playing extending the song a little bit, but I've got to play a little bit of her part in the song because she comes like in the middle of it, and I am going to have her on the show. And while I'm on that, happy birthday to Jay Fears.
Miss Jay Fears. Yes, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you, my queen. And so let's get into it. Let's go ahead. Let me cue that up so we can take a listen to your song. This is
Love Tonight.
Love Tonight. Yes. Love it.
I see you, girl. You see me too. I can't help but stare, 'cause girl, you are so fine, yeah. Looking like a full course meal, so divine, yeah. Bend it over, let me see how you move it from behind. Girl, what's up? What it do? Girl, I'm tryna fuck with you. Girl, don't front, I can tell that you're feeling me too. You can chill with me tonight, you don't have to bring your crew. Girl, it's only me and you, yeah. Don't you know that we ain't making love tonight? I'll freak you right, I will. No, we ain't making love, we in it for the thrill. You know that we ain't making love tonight. No, please don't take your time, I just wanna get what's mine. Don't get confused, just know that we ain't making love tonight. I'll freak you right, I will. No, we ain't making love, we in it for the thrill. Just know that we ain't making love tonight. I'ma get you right, shorty, I'ma get you right. Promise I'ma get you right. Left hand staring, right hand gripping your thigh, yeah. I can hear you, baby. You're giving me all the signs, yeah. Take a little brief intermission. Let's get a little bit more explicit. Head game strong, get gifted. Let me show you what you've been missing. Spread them legs, y'all. I wanna taste y'all. You like how I do it, girl? I promise you, girl, I bust it like an AK. Need a wish, call me Ray J. When we done, no, you can't stay. Just making sure we on the same page. Yeah. Right, I will. No, we ain't making love, we in it for just know that we ain't making love tonight. No, please don't take your time, I just wanna get what's mine. Don't get confused.
straight to this bed. Supposed to get up out this tub, that's what's up. It's gonna be so hard to stop when I climb up on top and give you this wop, 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 wop. I hope you don't mind when I take my time, watch everything. Cause love is blind, yeah, yeah. Freak me right, yeah. Reach inside, yeah, yeah. This Gemini and all my signs.
Make it love tonight. I'll freak you right, I will. No, we ain't making love. We ain't it for
Hey, yes, yes, yes. Love tonight. I love it. So you heard a little bit of Jay Fears. How does that song, what happened when you guys got together and what inspired you to do that song?
That was actually a good friend of mine, Sam Watson, who's also an engineer. He helped co-write the song. But it was just a thought that I had. It turned out to be completely different than what we ended up, writing the final project of it. But I knew that I needed a female on it.
Okay.
And who I could think of at the time, because she had just released her latest project, I think, was Gemini at the time.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, Jay Fears, let me reach out to Jay Fears. And I did, and she immediately hopped on it, and we recorded at 2 separate studios at the time. We were still under COVID. So she recorded on her side and sent it back to me, and we ended up working together, and we actually, was together for the video. That was the first time we had met, was the actual video, like in person.
Oh, okay. Okay. I had to check that. See, I want to check that video out.
Yeah.
I got to check that out. What started you to write songs?
That started way back in high school, which is something that I would just always have like a journal. Just had a journal, and then it was something that I said I want to try. I was a little hesitant, but my whole first album, which was titled One Step Closer, I kind of wrote every song on it. It was just what I was going through at the time, what I had experienced from others that was around me at the time, and just wrote from it.
Okay. So sometimes you will write from your experience.
From my own personal and or the friends or family that I've seen them go through something, I'll just write to it.
Okay. All right. When you're creating music, are you creating for yourself or for your fans? A little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
A little bit of both. I mean, if that's to be completely honest, because a lot of times fans go through the same thing you've been through. They just don't know how to say it.
That's true. That's true. And that's so important, too, that, especially for me, when I'm listening to a song, I'm listening to the words, too, And sometimes the words can, like you say, you can relate, you can relate to them.
Exactly.
It's like therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you mentioned that in your bio, too, that at that time, going through some things and just jotting things down is like therapy for you. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yep.
Yeah. Gosh, what is your creative process when you're writing? Is it?
It all just depends. Like I can come up with just the lyric base without even having a track behind me.
Okay.
Or I can get the track and then create the lyrics around the track. So it kind of just depends on the mood that I'm in or what comes first.
Okay. All right. So, gosh, you've been doing this for a very, very, very long time.
Yes, my first album came out in 2005.
Oh my God! Yeah. So you've had such a really pretty long journey, pretty much.
Yeah.
How has it been for you? Being an independent artist. I know a lot of folks out there, who wants to get into this business. It's not easy.
Absolutely not.
Definitely not that. But how has the journey been for you?
Just like you said, it's been very hard along the way. Although I am an independent artist, but I still get told no a lot of times. A lot of people really don't want to take the chance on you to do, a lot of performances or things like that because you are independent and you are local.
Yeah.
So I just have to keep my head up and just, work around. A lot of times I will create events around me, which is how I started my own production company, because I have to create music events, I have to create parties or whatever it is so that I can perform at my own party, pretty much.
And I find a lot of artists too are having their own, building their own company, their own record label, production company, because they don't want to deal with the labels, right. And then you don't have to worry about the stress of when you need to put the album out, So it's been pretty easy doing that.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm not gonna say it's easy because I do have a good team behind me that always keep it 100 with me and tell me yes, no, don't do that, no, don't do that, and it's what I want. I feel like, well, this is mine, but I still have to go with the team. So it's kind of a push and pull, but for the most part, they always got my best interest at heart.
Yeah.
And I can respect that. So.
Oh, for sure. And that's good too that you have a good team behind you too. That's so important.
It is.
You know, some people don't, they don't have that. That's so important. What artists out there it doesn't have to be something artist that's out here now. It could be in the past that you really love, that you really dig their music and.
Well, for one, I can absolutely say Aaliyah.
Okay.
She was one that kind of gave me she's from Detroit, I can do that. At that time. Even back in the day, it was a temptation to Stylistics. My mom used to listen to Patti LaBelle over and over and over and over.
Right.
It was Gladys Knight and the Pips. So I've had a lot of inspiration, and of course Michael Jackson, but it was a lot of different artists.
Yeah, really great artists.
Yes.
Any artists out there that you would love to collaborate with?
Any of them. Like, I really don't have any that I say I don't like, because I like country music, I like jazz, I like a lot of different genres of music. So yeah, I'm open.
Okay, all right. I'm mad at myself.
That was a fun one, Troy.
Wow, yes, another hit. So let's take a listen to this one. Then we're going to talk a little bit about how he got inspired to do that song. Here is I'm Mad at Myself.
Tell them about it, Katrina.
Yeah. Here I am waiting on you to call me. I don't even know why I care. I don't even know why I stay around. Guess I'm scared of letting you walk away. I keep letting you back in my life, knowing that you never ever act right. But I know just can't say goodbye. Oh, I'm mad at myself for loving you. I can't understand why I do. I'm mad at myself for staying around. This time I gotta stand my ground, 'cause I can't keep loving you no more, loving you no more. No, I can't keep loving you no more, loving you no more. Oh.
Here I am waiting on you to call me, wondering when you're coming home. I've been crying, trying to figure out why you got my heart jumping up and down. I keep letting you back in my life, knowing that you never ever act right. But I just can't say goodbye. I'm mad at myself for loving you. I can't understand why I do. I'm mad at myself for staying around. For once I gotta stand my ground. I can't keep loving you no more, loving you.
Oh, yes. I like that. I'm mad at myself. Yes, yes, yes. What inspired you to do that song?
That song was actually supposed to be wrote just for me. But then I reached out to Katrina Carson at the time, and I said, hey, I need help. Like, I'm stuck on this verse. And then she shot back a verse to me, and I was like, well, hell, you sound pretty good on it. Why don't you just be on the song with me? So that's how we kind of made the song. But it was just about, because we all have relationships where we sometimes question it, like, why am I here? Why do I love you? And
Right.
I'm mad at myself because I love you, but I'm here. And that's what the song was based on.
Wow. And Katrina Carson, she's so talented.
Very much so.
Shout out to Katrina Carson. When you going to come on the show, girl? Yes, 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 yes. She's very, very talented. Another Detroit artist, too, independent artist. One of the questions I like to ask artists is, what separates you from other artists?
What separates me? That's a good question. Look, I think like I said, my lyrics are up to date, like current, but look, the melodies are so old school, and I feel like I'm a old soul myself. So I just feel like that's what sets me apart. Is that the lyric content is up to date, but the music, the harmonies, is all.
It's all, yeah.
Yeah.
And too, it can your words, it can, or your songs, I should say too, is that either all ages can listen to that. When I say all ages, I mean even my mom's age in the 70s, and because it's that really true. The words are just really true meaning, and it's just that's how they come out.
That's
for me.
how I that's how I intend for it to do.
Yeah, because some of this, and no knock, of the artists that's out here
Absolutely,
now,
no.
but we miss that. We miss those songs that have really true meaning to them. You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of the songs, like the songs that I write, really, really have true meaning to me. And a lot of times I can't perform them live because it takes me to that particular moment that I was in when I wrote the song or who the song is about.
Yeah.
So a lot of the songs I really can't perform live.
Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, emotional.
Very emotional.
Yeah.
Like I have a song, I lost my grandmother in 2012, so I wrote a song for her, which was hard to record, but it's even harder to record it live. To perform it live.
Yeah.
I lost my older brother in 2002, so I wrote a song for him on the first album. Even today, it's still hard to perform those two songs. Those are two that I had to take out of the show because I would just break everybody down in the audience, including myself, when I was trying to perform them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I understand that. Wow. So you know what? I want to play another song. I want to play Flames. This is another good one too. It's another good one. So let's get into it. Let's listen to Flames.
First level on the beat.
Yeah. Coming in at 5, like I don't notice. I heard the door when you closed it, trying to tiptoe slowly, and I'll just let you hold me until the morning. So you think I'm dumb, you think I'm a fool, you think I'm stupid. Say you was out with all your girls, I know where you've been. Baby, this ain't even nothing new, I already knew this. I was just playing it cool, playing a joke on you, putting together the clues. If it's smoke, baby, then it must be fire. I ain't even wanna smoke, but you done gave me the lighter. Now watch it go up, 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 up in flames, up in flames, up, 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 up in flames, up in flames. Baby, the cat out the bag, you can quit all the cap, keep it a stack. I wanna know how many times it was, and was it better than me? Am I not enough? Wait, I know it ain't that, cause you black out, drop out when I'm in the bed. But I know you know I ain't dumb, never been stupid. Say you was out with all your girls, I know where you been. Baby, this ain't even nothing new, I already knew this. I was just playing it cool, playing a joke on you, putting together the clues. If it's small, baby, then it must be fire. I ain't even wanna smoke, but you done gave me the lighter. Now watch it go up, 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 up in flames, up in flames, up, 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 up in flames, up in flames.
Flames. Yes. I love that. What inspired you to do that song?
Well, it's funny because it had nothing to do with what the song is about originally when I wrote it. It was actually, I don't smoke anymore.
Okay.
And so I was around someone at the time who was smoking, but it just annoyed me. I had allergies, sinus problems, so I just kind of was like, you keep smoking. I keep telling you I don't like smoke. You keep smoking. And that's where the song actually came from. It was
Wow,
just
from
my way,
Flames.
just my way to get it out.
Oh, wow.
Was flames.
Was flames. I don't like no cigarettes. Don't be smoking it.
I don't like it anymore, no.
I know, right? It's like, yeah. Gets all in your lungs and all that stuff.
I just don't like the smell of it. Just all.
Yeah, I'm trying. All right. For those of you who are just tuning in, I am Tanya Michelle, the host of the Artist Showcase. And you are watching us live, streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Be sure that you click the like button, follow, share, and comment, and subscribe. Again, thank you for watching Wjzz Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. I'm going to stop for just a second before we continue with my special guest, Billy J, singer, songwriter, and producer. I got a few announcements to make. WJZZ Legacy Jazz Series, the premier showcase for globally recognized and emerging artists. Yes. That is coming Thursday, July 13th from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. We have the Matt LaRosso Trio, hope I pronounced that correctly, with special vocalist Taylor Smith and celebrity guest co-host Griot, John Taylor. Hey, John, I'm going to see you probably in just another, 45 minutes, probably another hour or so. I'm going to come down to Griot and have a couple of drinks. Yeah, so make sure that's going to be at the Aretha Jazz Cafe. That's located at 350 Madison Street. That's in Detroit. So be sure that you go to Eventbrite and get those tickets. Go to WJZZ Detroit Jazz Radio link over there at Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. So you can go ahead and click on that link so you can get your tickets from Eventbrite. Again, that is the WJZZ Legacy Jazz Series happening Thursday, July 13th from 7 to 9. Matt LaRosso Trio with special guest vocalist Taylor Smith at the Aretha Jazz Cafe. We're over there on 350 Madison Street in Detroit. You do not want to miss that. And we got some really great artists, independent artists here. So we always want to make sure that we get them on the show. You know, not just my show and other shows here on WJZZ Cool TV. But we try to make sure that we get them on board at the any events that we have. That's for sure. June 24th, coming up next week, 5470 Shane Park at the Recovery Park. It's Pride Day. Local, they got the local drag entertainment. It's going to be food trucks, music, and art and gallery. So make sure that you come out for that. That's at Recovery Park. And Farm Day, I see Farm Days is also probably a sponsor for that as well. Again, that's June 24th at 5470 Shane in Detroit, Michigan. Local drag entertainment. If you haven't seen a drag show, I haven't seen a drag show in a long time. Who was that? I can't remember the name of that club. That used to be right around the corner from Wayne. I want to say it was called Alvin's, I think it was. And I remember going there with one of my friends I used to work with. And that was my first drag queen show that I ever been to. And I must say, they can perform, right? They can perform. Love the shows. Also, one last thing, we have the Larry Lee and the Back in the Day Band. They're going to be live June 17th at the Recovery Park Farms at 6 p.m. Tickets are on sale now. And you know what? It's only $10. $10. You cannot beat that. All those proceeds go towards the cultivation of the Recovery Park Farms. Yes. So that's the Larry Lee and the Back in the Day Band. They're going to be performing live June 17th at the Recovery Park Farms. You can get those tickets now for $10. Again, be sure that you go to WJZZ, Detroit Jazz Radio, click on that link and you can get those tickets. Or you can go to farmdayinfo@gmail.com. Awesome. Again, my special guest this evening is Mr. Billy J. Billy J, singer-songwriter and producer. We just heard a few of his songs. We're going to keep going and listen to the rest of his EP. I'm playing songs from your latest EP.
Black Tie Affair.
Black Tie Affair. Yes, yes, yes. Hot CD. He's going to tell us towards the end of the show where you can find him on social media and where you can purchase his entire CD. Not just the song. I'm gonna make you purchase the whole entire EP. Very good EP. You are going to love it. And he's also featured some local talent here too. Jay Fears and Katrina Carson is one of them. That's on a couple of his songs. So yeah, definitely make sure you stay tuned so that you can get that information. How do you balance your music with your everyday routine? It's got to be, how do you juggle that?
It is. I'm a father. I work with special ed,
Okay.
and then I'm also doing music.
Okay.
And then when the acting jobs kick in, and then everything is all together, it's tough. But I have to put what's important first.
Exactly.
And then it's always my son. And then music is always important too.
Yeah.
But I need the job, and the special ed. I love the special ed kids regardless. So
Yeah.
it's tough, but I get through it.
That's right. Yeah, because sometimes it's it's hard to juggle both. But like you say, you get through it. It's, especially if it's a passion.
Yeah.
Passion that you love. You got to keep pushing on. What helped you the most that you would say in your journey? We talked a little bit about it, but what helped you the most to get through your journey?
I would just say, the people that I kept around me.
Mm-hmm.
The close friends, the close family members. Always being honest.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I've never looked for a yes person.
Yeah.
I don't have those on the team.
Mm-hmm.
They will give it to me raw, no chaser.
Right.
And I like that.
Yeah.
A lot of times we bump heads, but at the end of the day, I always see their vision, they see my vision. It's just that we have to bump heads, I think, just every event, every show, we always have to bump heads, but we get the same result.
Yeah, but they're true. You know what I'm saying? You don't want anybody fake
No.
on the team. Just be honest with me,
And they are. I don't even have to ask.
Right, just be honest.
They are, absolutely.
Well, you touched on acting a little bit, so that's something we have in common. The acting now. How did you get started in acting?
Acting kind of fell into my lap. It was something that I've always wanted to try. I've always just been hesitant about it.
Okay.
And again, during the pandemic, it came to me, and I turned it down the first time.
Okay.
And then it came back again, and I turned it down again. And then the third time it came back, I was like, well, third time must be the charm. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go.
Let's
So
go, yeah.
I tried it, and I liked it. It kind of took me out of my shell a little bit, but I liked it. And then now I'm 3 movies in. So.
Oh, cool. What movies have you been in?
The first one was The Noise of Music.
Okay.
Advisory. Kamal.
Okay.
And the other one was Black Lies.
Okay. Oh, I'll have to check that out.
They're all on Tubi.
Okay, so check that out. Yeah. That's funny that you said it took you out of your shell, because I've been acting a little over 45 years, a little bit off and on. And so my very first, I have to tell this story. I think I told this story a long time ago when I'm with another artist. I have to tell this story. I was 5 years old. Well, I was 4.5 going on 5. And I don't know if you remember Jim Harrington used to be on Channel 7 back in the day, back in '76. And he was down there, he was doing interviews. And my grandmother saw this little ad in the newspaper, and they was looking for, a couple of actors to play, this particular role. So we went down there. I think we sat down there for like an hour or so to see, until they called my name. So I finally got called. I had this little record player, and I was supposed to sing this song, Zippity Doo Dah. I don't know who that was by, but I was supposed to play this song, right? I was supposed to sing this song. Now, I don't have a voice. I mean, I could sing in tune, but that's about it. So when I got up there, I went in front of the director, and he said, "What are you going to do for me?" And I said, I'm going to sing for you, but I want to tap dance. Now, the girl before me was tap dancing. She was about maybe 15, 16 years old.
Okay.
Never tapped in my life. And you know, back then, the music hall had this stage that was real hollow, so that when you had on platforms and you tap dance like that, you can really hear the stage. It's real hollow, and it's not thick, right? What? I tap dance on that stage with my long dress on and my platforms, and I had the whole audience laughing. But I did eventually do sung the song Zippity Doo Dah, and I got the part. So, even then as a shy kid too, that, I kind of, it kind of gets you out of your shell, and especially when you have the director and producers, behind you and making you feel confident, and you have friends around you to make you feel confident, it, like I say, it takes you out of your shell.
I remember my mom telling me a story years ago, and I guess it was the first entry, but she was walking around a mall, and somebody approached her and said, "Hey, like, is this your son?" And, and she said yes, and ended up being someone that works for Huggies, a commercial.
Oh.
And so he gave her the card, and she took me.
Mm-hmm.
And that didn't go so well because I didn't want nobody to touch me, but... And I was supposed to have been playing with blocks or something that they wanted me to play with for the commercial, and it didn't work out. So they kept saying, well, bring them back. Let's try it again next week.
Yeah.
Same thing happened.
Aww.
And then she kind of kept me in it for a while, and then...
You just wasn't in it. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Oh, blocks. Okay. Whatever.
So that could have been a good opportunity there when I was younger, but...
Yeah. But that's okay now because, you're a singer.
Kind of happened full circle.
I know that's right. Triple threat, singer, songwriter, producer. Now you're acting now. You're an actor. We could say you're an actor now because you got 3 movies under your belt.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some directors out there looking right now and say, oh, okay, let me look him up. Yeah, so we're going to get all that information for you out there, the directors out there, to get that information for you so you can reach out to Billy J. Looking back at your journey, what would you do different?
I don't think I would do anything different.
Yeah, why?
Because I think everything that I went through or things that I did set me up for where I am today. It just made me look the person that I am.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't think that I would change anything.
Yeah. I kind of touched on a little bit about folks out there who may be watching or listening to us and want to get into this industry. What advice would you give them?
Stay true to yourself. Stay true to yourself. Work hard at your craft, and it's going to be a lot of no's. It's going to be absolutely a lot of no's, 112 no's. But just know that the 113th will be a yes.
Right.
And that's all you need is just one yes. And just work for it.
Yep, stay encouraged. Yeah. What are the cons of the business?
Look, there's a lot. We would need a whole other show to talk.
Right.
Look, there are a lot.
Right. Yeah, it is. It's a lot. Definitely, I have to say, piggyback on that a little bit. Have to know the business business side of it for sure. Because the glitz and glamour, it's okay being up on stage, but you have to know the business too. Keep those good people around you, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
Read your contracts. That's for sure. That's any business. I don't give you an entertainment or entrepreneur.
Work at the bank.
Okay. You got read those read those contracts. Yes. That's for sure. Let me go in and play another song out here. I see several out here. Let me see. That just got added. Now where did I see that? Wasn't that something? Alright, so let's do this. I just had my email up that had a bunch of your songs on there. And so what did we do with that? Is it down here? Oh, it's already down here. Oh, I didn't even see these attachments down here. Ah, okay. I Know is the next song that I want to play by Billy J. This is a good one too. It's a good one. This is I Know.
Why you always leave me all alone? You never answer when I call your phone. Why you gotta always waste my time? I feel like I'm running out of time with you. And I've been through so much shit with you, I tried to fix it. The pain's so deep that I thought the end was coming. So many times I thought about giving up. I came to the conclusion I can't fuck with love. I tried to give you the world, I tried to love you regardless. I thought we were in all the way, got me thinking we were partners. You stranded me in the dark, how could you be so damn heartless? Had me thinking we were good, had me thinking we were flawless. Now you got me in this mess, you're the reason that I'm stressed. Thought we had it in the bag, and fucking I'm tired of this shit. I just wanna move on from the shit. I can't understand all the cause I've been dealt with. Never thought you could be so damn selfish, never thought I could be so damn reckless. I know you ain't worth it. I know this ain't working. I know this shit ain't working for me. I wanted to do you right, but you left me right outside. Wanted you to be my wife, but you ignored all the signs. Yeah, I know this shit ain't working for me.
I like that. I know, because this shit ain't working for me. Facts, on point blank. This shit ain't working out. This shit ain't working out, so I know. I need to move on. What inspired you to do that song?
But sometimes we don't see that, or we don't understand that
Sure
right away.
Sure don't.
But this one actually wasn't a personal experience of mine, but it was a personal experience of someone that I was super, super, close to and around with, and he was just dealing with, now it's his son's mom, but then it was, his girlfriend, and she just wanted, if she wanted $1, next day she wanted $100. It was just, she always wanted more, which you look back on it, she just wanted him to do better with his life, but at the time, she just was, wasn't happy with what she had.
Right.
And he ended up leaving, but that was the inspiration of the song. We were just looking at their situation, and I know that others have gone through it.
Oh yeah, for sure. And we have others out here that just stay on in there and just knowing your ass need to leave.
No, this shit ain't working. Yeah.
It just need to keep it moving. That's for sure. One last question. I know we could before we run out of time, and I want to do 2 more songs really quick. How do you choose your songs and what to put on your EP?
That one just kind of, a lot of the songs on this latest project was just about love. It was just about the mature side of love. Like I went through the first album, which was One Step Closer. Then it went to Journey of a Man. Then it went to Bipolar, which was a funny album. Okay. And then now this one, it was just about, the mature side of love. So although look, it is a lot of hurt, but it's different forms of love. Yeah. But once we all grow and learn from the past experiences, this is what we have today, and this is the Black Tie Affair.
Right. Okay. I like that. Let Me Sign. Yeah, I like this one. I like this one too. This is another single off of the Black Tie Affair EP. This is Let Me Sign.
Shouldn't have said you were the one. Hella jealous in your feelings so much. Let me hit it when I want. It was so good. Had me messed up till I had enough. I found a new love. You got me caught up just the way you are. Let me write my name on your heart. Love you as you are.
Let Me Sign. What inspired you to do that song?
Let Me Sign is just like what I said. It was just about learning from your past experiences and realizing what you have today. And in this particular situation, he learned that what he had today was a good woman, and he wanted to marry her. He wanted to sign his life away to her. He wanted to be with her forever.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And that was co-wrote by Antea Shelton.
Okay.
Her and her sister Anisha are from here. You know, there's, you know, a duo, A+.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you want to say to your fans out there?
That I am working truly hard to bring them good music, you know, to bring in good movies, to just bring them, you know, good quality and good entertainment.
Yeah, that's for sure. Gosh, Grudge. I want to play one last song before we leave, and Billy J is gonna tell us where you can find his music and where you can follow him with any performances. We're also going to talk about that too, any upcoming performances. But here is his song, Grudge.
I feel like I've been cursed. I feel like I run love away. I've been hurt so many times before, and I don't know how to feel. I'm scared that I will let you in, and you would hurt me like the others in the past did. I just know that I love you, yeah. Oh, I can hold a grudge, don't even wanna budge. I can show you love, and I can be hated. I can lay next to you and not talk to you. I can walk past you.
Huh. That's me right there. I can lay right next to you, don't say shit to you at all. Gosh. That's for sure. Where can they find you, Billy J, on social media?
I am on Instagram at Billy J Music. I am on TikTok at Billy J Music. I'm on Facebook as Billy J. My music is streaming pretty much everywhere. On Apple, on Spotify.
Okay, all right. So you all make sure that you go to his links. Make sure that you purchase his EP entitled Black Tie Affairs. He has other, I know you got other music out there too as well. So be sure that you check him out. Anywhere you performing? Anywhere?
I have a performance coming up in August 12th. I'll be at the Detroit Shipping Company.
Oh, awesome.
I'm bringing Katrina Carson along with me.
Oh, awesome.
But
awesome.
other dates are being added, so I have a couple of other ones as well. There, I think it's August 9th. I'm going to be at the New Dodge Lounge in Hamtramck.
Okay. And Detroit Shipping Company, I like that place.
I performed there last year with Katrina. It was for her show.
Okay.
So now this year.
Was it in the summer, like around
Yep.
June or something? I probably saw you there.
Yep.
That's when I met Katrina. Isn't that something? So be sure that you follow Billy J and his performances. Make sure you check him out. He is a very great performer. Again, thank you so much for tuning in to the Artist Showcase. I'm your host, Tanya Michelle, and I will see you all next week. Awesome. So I normally go out and take pictures.
Okay.